What's up, guys? Welcome back to the play ratings. Again, Salernitana. This time, probably it's not going to be a very as happy one or as positive as the last one, obviously. It's a very difficult one because I'm very confused. I'm probably going to change a few ratings while I'm doing this. But as always, let me know your ratings in the comments because I've seen the opinions are very split. They are very split. So it's going to be an interesting one. Let's set the goal for likes for this video at 65. I don't think that should be any... No, let's say 70. So push the like button. Hit it now. A lot of people are doing it. I really appreciate it because it does help me out a lot. So let's go to 70 likes. Like the video. And let's get straight into what is going to be a very difficult one for me. Yeah, let's get straight into it. Chesney, 6. In general, we look more vulnerable at the back or as a team. Allegri spoke about it. He said we look better going forward. I agree with that, depending on the setup or the personnel, excuse me. But we do look more vulnerable at the back. We don't give up like clear cut chances or a lot of them. It doesn't feel as secure, if that makes any sense. But Chesney didn't really had anything to do. He couldn't keep that goal out. That was a brilliant goal. And so yeah, 6. I mean, second half with 10 men, Salernitana had absolutely nothing to do. First half, he had one good shot on Simi. First 15 minutes, that was a good save. Other than that, yeah, nothing. Gatti pulled at halftime 4. He was bad, man. Like he was really poor, and actually he's been really poor a couple of weeks now defensively. Like I think getting a few goals here and there kind of hit that. You know what I think about Chiellini? I talked about it a couple of weeks ago when people were going overboard with he's Chiellini. I said, chill, man. He's 24. He still has a lot of improvement to do because he come from Serie B, but he's not the finished article, not even close. Like defensively, he has a lot of errors, and he cleaned that up last season. I have a feeling they're coming back a little by little now. So I'm not sure what that is. Maybe he needs to be benched. Maybe he needs to be nurtured a little bit more. I don't know, but he was poor, and he should have been pulled at halftime. He made a stupid challenge. Um, like he got the ball, but he went through. There was no need to do that. But in general, the last couple of weeks, he has been playing poorly. So 4. And actually, Danilo, I'll do Bremer really quickly. I gave him a 6, Bremer, because I thought he had a good game defensively. Stepping up the pitch. Excuse me. I thought that was very important, especially in that first half. So he cleaned up. He did his thing. 6. But Danilo, that's a tough one because I'm probably a bit soft for that assist he got for Vlahovic, but other than that, he was poor again. Especially in the first half. It was terrible. It was terrible. Now, what I do rate him for is that after the game, he came out and he said, like, I thank my teammates because ever since I came back from injury, I've not been playing well. This is on me. So I really respect that. I do rate that because it's obvious that he's not playing well and he wasn't good. I gave him a 6, because of that assist, but you probably shouldn't be getting a 6 if I'm being completely honest. Because first of all, your job is defending, and he wasn't good. He got caught out a few times. He gave away the ball in stupid situations. What he has been doing lately, and that goal in the first half, we can blame Kostic, and we will talk about Kostic, but it's again them too. Again, like Frosinone, some weird defending. Then Nicolucci and Rabiot also needed to battle, but he's not been playing well. He's not been playing well, Danilo. I rate that he admitted it because now you have the player actually saying what I've been saying, and a lot of you have been saying. He's not playing well, man. He's not playing well. I gave him a 6, but I know people in the comments are going to say that's a 5, 5.5, and I wouldn't really disagree with that, to be honest. Now let's get into midfield. We are happy for him. Another 90 minutes under his belt. I gave him a 6 because I feel for him a little bit. I do, because the way we play In a 3-5-2, you're not really gonna get the best of his qualities out of him. It's just not gonna happen, you know. And I think you can see that in certain moments when he wants to go, but he knows like I cannot go now because nobody's following, or there's not gonna be an overlap, or no one is gonna make that run in between, and it looks very basic. However, defensively, I was very worried. Defensively, he's better than I expected. So I gave him a 6, but it's harsh to say. I think he will be much, much better as an impact sub. And this might sound bad, you know, but it also has to do with McKennie, who I gave a 6, but now I'm thinking about it. Maybe not, you know, maybe not. You shouldn't be getting a 6. I'll make that a 5.5. And same for Rabiot, by the way, because we were 10 men down, and that's what I've said about these two players. McKennie, better as a wing back, by the way. If you're playing a 3-5-2, he's more effective there, because we were playing against 10 men. He and Rabiot, nothing was happening. Like, nothing was happening. Absolutely nothing was happening. And excuse me, and it is an issue. It is an issue because I was watching that game and I was like, okay, do something, make that pass, you know, carry that ball a little bit, and absolutely nothing was happening. Nothing was going their way because they were very basic footballers. I've said it so many times, you know, work rate, fine, but on the ball, they're so predictable. And against 10 men, when the ball needs to go quickly, it was so predictable and it was so frustrating. So forget the 6. I will give them both 5.5. Nicolucci, I give him 5.5. I expected more from him. He had very good moments. He had very confusing moments. That's what I can make, especially in the first half. Second half, not really. In the first half, and it was not all on him because he played a ball to Gatti and Rugani into space, but they were very static and they were not reading it and they were just standing still while Nicolucci was playing those balls in stride into space, you know, helping out Gatti and Rabiot, but they're not picking up that those things, and it looked very out of sync. It really did, you know, and there were a few iffy moments, but there were also some good moments. So I don't want to be too harsh, but again, also he's a player. He doesn't play a lot, so it's very tough to come in and play the perfect game. It really is. It really is, and that's what I've always said about Junior as well. It is. So I don't want to be too harsh. So I gave him a 5.5. Rabiot, I said 5.5. Kostic, 3. I don't know why he's starting. I don't know. Like, somebody in the comments, let me know why Kostic is still starting games. A few weeks ago, Allegri said, "Oh, but he's a very consistent performance. He has very consistent performances, but they're consistently poor. Like, it's poor, you know." And when people say, "Oh, defensively he's good," where is the proof? I rated that against Napoli because that was very clear. But against Frosinone today, like, he costs us. Like, he's not good. He's not playing with confidence. Nothing is coming off. It's one dimensional. His crossing is poor as well. He doesn't beat this guy. He doesn't link up play. It's just terrible to watch. And I saw Romeo saying maybe it's time to bench him. Maybe? Like, is it? I have nothing against Kostic because he's a good, you know, he's a good, how do you want to say that, professional. However, he doesn't offer anything. He absolutely lacks so many things going forward. And when he's out there and when he's not out there, you can see the difference. The difference is so obvious that it's mind-boggling that Allegri is looking at it and he's like, hmm. And after the game, Allegri says, I made that sub because it was a technical choice decision because he was booked and so was Gatti. I'm like, no. That cannot be the decision. Like, Kostic was not going to pick up a red card. Maybe Gatti. Kostic was poor. That's why you needed to make that sub. And from now on, until, I don't know, the next couple of games, you cannot keep putting Kostic in. You just can't, because if you're going to keep benching Junior, you're going to kill him as well, whilst Kostic is already have that on that pitch. So this should be a very easy decision for Allegri moving forward. I don't think he's going to make it, but you risk having a very poor player in Kostic out there and a very confused player, Junior, on the bench. So time to make those easy decisions, in my opinion. Forwards. I gave Vlahovic a 6.5. And if you say 6, fine, because he needs to do better in the box. Like the Junior got the goal, but he should be putting that away. And he had that against Salernitana at home, where he scuffed that shot. And my issue with Vlahovic is he's putting away difficult chances and he's not putting away the easy one, the quote unquote easy ones. And I'm so confused about that. It's very confusing. I'm not sure how he's pulling that off, and then he's not pulling the simple ones off. But I gave him 6.5. His link up play and hold up play, the last 2 months is very, very good. It has improved. It really has. It also will help if Allegri doesn't pull him 60 minutes, 70 minutes like he has in the past. Just let him play, let him gain confidence. That link up play was brilliant today. He should be doing better in the box in certain moments. But that finish again, he wins you that game. That was a very good header, and at the end of the day, he does what he needs to do. He got that goal. He got the winning goal against Frosinone. He got the winning goal again today against Salernitana. So at the end of the day, he is doing his job, but he can do still much, much more. But there are improvements compared to last season. There are. But I still think he needs to put away a few more chances here and there, because especially the easy ones, if that makes sense. So I gave him 6.5. Yildiz, I give him 6 because it wasn't easy in the first half. It was all him. Any sort of threat was him, but he's so clean. He is so clean. I said it. He's 18. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to have games where you're like, wow. He's going to have games where you're like, ugh, that wasn't good at all. And he will have games where he will be extremely poor, basically. However, that's good. Like, he's going to learn. But today, like, he doesn't lose possession. He's always smart on the ball. He always sees the right things. He's quick. He beats his players, his opponents. I like that. I like the performance, and it doesn't need a goal every single time, because that's not gonna determine if you're a good or a bad player or whatever. But I thought he was good again. So 6 for me. And then into the subs that needed to be made, and he made those. So good, Allegri. I gave Rugani a 6. 45 minutes. I thought he was good. Had that one yellow card, needed to make that challenge, so I'm fine with that. He deserves to start. It's as simple as that. You like Rugani, dislike Rugani, but going off this season and what's happening now, basically, the last couple of weeks, you need to start Rugani. He deserves to get that start. If we're all being honest, I think you're gonna find it difficult to find a person to say no, he doesn't really deserve to start. But I gave him a 6. I thought he was good when he came on. Junior, 7, and he doesn't deserve a 7, but I'm gonna give him a 7 because he was getting so much criticism and hate based on the most random things, and I thought it wasn't fair. It was absolutely not fair. He got 15 minutes against Genoa out of position. People were saying, oh, that's why he wasn't playing, then benched again. Came against Frosinone, did pretty well, gave us some other options. Nobody talked about that. Played against Salernitana. Technically, very poor game. And that's not him, because technically today he wasn't poor, and that's what I said. And people were slating him again. Oh, that's why he wasn't playing. That's why Kostic is playing. That's bullshit. What good performances from Kostic are there? So that's bullshit. So that's why I give him a 7, because it isn't easy. But now, if you keep playing him, if you keep giving him enough minutes, good enough minutes, significant minutes, important minutes, he will show you that he can play. And today, that goal was brilliant. He smashed that. No chance. He kept that low, panicked, and just hit the defender or goalkeeper. He put that away, and he deserved that because of the criticism he got for no good reason, in my opinion. Because people were going overboard for a player that was being benched for months, basically. So happy for him, extremely happy, and I'll play him. Don't sell him. He's a player you should be keeping at the club. Give him a new deal. He is cheap. You need to get rid of other players. That's a different topic, obviously. We will tackle that. But these are the players you need to keep, in my opinion. So, 7. Milik, 6. I thought he did well. Set up that goal nicely, the junior one. I thought he was good. Today. He was more involved. He was more important. He imposed himself on the Salernitana, so I was happy with that. So I gave him a 6. Miretti, I also gave him a 6 because it's more dynamic. That's what it is, you know. And maybe I was blinded by what I was seeing up to that point. It was very static. So I gave him a 6 because it adds a different dimension to our game. And then Nonge, no rating, 9 minutes. However, I did like his personality. Not scared, playing those difficult balls, not really caring about the moment. So I really like that. Also like that Allegri did put him in. He didn't need to do that, but he did, chasing a game. So that's good. But I don't give him a rating. But I did like what he showed in those 9 minutes. So yeah, man. These are the ratings. Go for the like goals this video. I said 70, so let's push to 70. Should be able to get that. And let me know your ratings in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys later tonight for a live show. Ciao.